Hey guys, so I'm back from Ukraine, and if you didn't know, I actually went on a vacation to Ukraine, which is where I was born, and my parents kind of spent most of their lives. And it's just really close to home because there's so many family members of mine there, and whenever I go there, it's just a huge family reunion. And it's just so nice to see my cousins and my grandparents that I don't get to see on an everyday basis. I think that my entire life I've been growing up in America, and it's an amazing opportunity, and being an immigrant is, it's kind of hard in some aspects, especially growing up in a school where you can see everybody has most, if not all, of their family next to them. But every time I get a chance to visit, it just touches my heart every time, because I don't always kind of keep it in mind that my family is so big, but when I go there I really feel so much love, and just it's a really nice, refreshing kind of feeling, and it's a completely different atmosphere. So I got to visit this summer, and I wanted to show you guys kind of my experience. I usually do kind of daily vlogs, but because I went by myself this year, I didn't want to be that awkward person that just pulled out the camera all the time. And also, talking English, people obviously realize that you're a tourist, and I wanted to experience it not like a tourist, because this is my third time going in the past 4 years, so I just wanted it to be kind of me taking the experience in. So I did film. Some of it was just like silent in the background, so I will show you guys and kind of tell you the story of what happened, and hopefully you guys understand it. I really enjoyed this trip. I think it was something that I really needed, and I'm very happy that I didn't back out of it. So yeah, this is the second day. The first night I arrived at like 5 p.m. You guys saw that in my previous vlog. I arrived and I was okay. Everything went very smoothly. I went to bed, and then the next morning I woke up around like 10, and this is what happened. Good morning. So it's 10:53. Gonna eat breakfast, get ready, and head out, I guess. So every morning when I woke up, my godmother, or my mom's sister, she just cooked up these amazing breakfasts. Whether it was a pie or some sort of pancakes, it was just so delicious, and you always wanted to eat so much of it, but you never had the space. That's my cousin Olena, that's my godmother, and the black tea there was amazing. No video делай. These flowers my cousin and my aunt, and basically their entire family, gave me when I came. Aren't they beautiful? I like flowers. But yeah, it's like 1 o'clock and we're about to leave. I think Alena's mad at me. I took forever. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So we took public transportation mostly because this is the city, and so thanks to my cousin, I actually got to explore it. She is just like the perfect tour guide. She studies English, so it was really comfortable talking to her on both languages. I'm so happy that she went with me. Hello. Welcome to our walk, also known as Exercise Monday. Yay! So we went to Andreyski Spust. If you know what that is, it's basically you're walking on this giant hill. And where is this now? Vozdvizhenka. It's like pretty office buildings. Got yelled at for taking a picture on a staircase. I mean, whatever. You do what you do, right? So at the top of this hill, you end up seeing this beautiful church. And I've been here before, but for some reason, it just touched me so much, because the view, I need to tell you, is absolutely amazing. And when I was up there, I felt like I could see the whole world. I mean, obviously you can't, but it was just such a beautiful feeling and an accomplishment. I went inside the church and ended up going in and just touching some of the icons and praying, and it was just a really beautiful experience. And then we went to Solitaria, which is like a salad place to eat. After we came back from hanging out, I got a really bad stomach ache, and I think it's because I had like a latte from this coffee place, and that was a big mistake, number one. And I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but when I was in New York with Sunana, I actually had some coffee too, and it gave me a really upset stomach. Like, that was really bad, probably the worst one yet. So again, gave me an upset stomach today. And it's weird because I drink coffee at Starbucks and I drink coffee at home all the time. So like, what's going on, you know what I mean? I also apologize for my messed up bun. It's really not really doing well right now. But I'm about to hop into the shower, and then I'm gonna edit this vlog and edit a video. I'm going to my grandma's tomorrow, so that's the plan. Today we were like really tired, and I realized my stomach was like hurting, so I was like, probably need to get to a bathroom ASAP and get some medicine. I had some Tums with me, luckily. That really helped my stomach. I don't know if I'm lactose intolerant or if it's the coffee I've been drinking, because like that wouldn't make sense, because if I drink coffee at Starbucks, I'm fine. Like, if you've ever had that problem, let me know. I might have to go to the doctor when I get back. Like, that's really weird, but who knows. And then the next day, Olena ended up taking me to my grandma's house, where I spent most of the day, because I don't really get the opportunity to like really tell them about my life besides like phone calls. It was really nice to catch up and kind of try to explain to them what YouTube is. Then the next day, Olena and I took a really long trip to visit our cousin Ira. She is about, I want to say, 5 years older than me, and she just recently had a little baby girl, and that's her, that's my cousin. I was at her wedding 3 years ago, and it was really nice to see them all and to catch up with her. We don't really get an opportunity to, like, the three of us hang out, and when we do, it's just amazing, because they're just so great, and I wish that they were around me all the time, but you don't really always have that opportunity. So later that night, we ended up going and walking with my cousin Max as well. It was like by the water. I don't really know where it was. And the next day, Olena and I and my aunt went to like on a walk. We kind of decided to take some pictures on this one bridge. I was there last year as well. And we were here during the daytime. I was there at night last year. No, 3 years ago or something like that. But we ended up going to this beach. We were the only ones dressed in like normal clothes. We weren't planning on swimming in that water. It was pretty nasty. But everyone else thought it was a great day for swimming because it was super duper hot. And then on our way back, I needed an outfit of the day pick, so I had Olena do that for me. And we ended up walking near the water, and my aunt was like, come on, let's do a photo shoot. And we were all like, okay, let's. But it was so hot. It was so unbelievably hot. And the architecture is just amazing because this is like, you know, Europe. There's so much history in every street. And then we ended up going to this one place where there was food, and it was delicious. Then Olena and I spent the day with Ira again. I am at my cousin's house, I guess. And we're about to go in the pool, so pretty cool. Alena's with me. I don't know if you can see her. Can you see her? Maybe. She's there though. We're all sniffly, sick. You hear that? That's real nice, right? So after exploring the house, because this was our first time there, we ended up going and kind of like going in the pool for a little bit and hanging out. They had this really cool cover on the pool. I've never seen that before. And yeah. I feel like I'm going to break this chair. Walk. Move your feet. There you go.
It must be funny.
It's really funny, actually. Everyone kept complaining that it was such hot weather, but it was actually hotter in New Jersey at that time. So I was really just enjoying the hot summer time and sitting there. I was in the sun trying to get a tan, and I did get a little tan. While Olena and Ira were sitting there, we were chit-chatting. I was eating apples from the apple tree, and her little baby was just sitting there laughing and enjoying herself. Later, Ira and Olena ended up going into the water again, and I was just babysitting while just sitting in the shade, enjoying myself. And then we ended up having some, I guess it was lunch. and it was absolutely delicious. And yeah, and then little puppies were all around us, and then it was time to go home for the day. So after that, actually, Olena and I decided to go out for the night, and it was kind of unexpected because we've never really done that before, but we went to this club called Bora Bora, and it took forever for me to decide what to wear. But we all got dressed, that was my makeup and everything. We ended up just dancing the entire night, and it was great, me and Olena, and we had a great time. And then on the next day, I was back at my grandmother's house, and I ended up visiting my grandma 3 times out of the entire vacation, just, you know, spending the day there and chit-chatting. Then at night, we ended up going with Alena's boyfriend and my cousin Max late at night as the sun was setting to have kind of like a campfire. They decided to kind of roast some stuff on the fire, but I wasn't really hungry, so I just ate bread and cucumbers. That's my cousin Max. And then I ended up taking this video, a time-lapse of the night sky, and it was so beautiful. I literally saw so many shooting stars, guys. I've never seen such a beautiful night sky before. There were so many stars. Try to watch this in the dark and tell me if you can see the shooting stars, because there are a couple that show up on the screen. But it was just such a magical night, just being able to look at those stars. And then my cousin's boyfriend ended up having his friends come too, so it was a really nice, kind of fun time. The next day, Olena and I ended up heading out to Vasilkov, which is a town outside of Kiev, and we were going to visit my cousins, and they're kind of younger, so it's nice to just spend time with them. They're so hilarious. And I ended up not filming for the 2 days that I was there, but on the last day before I was leaving, I ended up filming them. My cousin is so into playing Minecraft, and he is so talented. He told me he built this like Hogwarts replica of like the castle, the school, and it's like amazing. He's built like so many cool things, like arcades, not arcades, what are they called, water parks and that kind of stuff, and it's just really awesome. And I never knew what Minecraft was. Like, I knew it was like a big popular game, but I'm so proud of him for, you know, creating such an amazing thing. I mean, it obviously takes a lot of time to make something like that. And then he really didn't want to be on camera, but I did get him a couple times. I really miss them, and I really wish that, you know, I could see them more often. They're hilarious, and they didn't want to let me leave, but I do hope I get the chance to visit them more often. But yeah, it was a really nice time visiting them. We ended up eating a lot of ice cream, and I went shopping with them and bought them a ton of stuff for back to school as a gift from me. And then on the next day, me and my aunt went to the Picherskaya Lavra, which is a church with tunnels underground that has saints buried there. It is such a beautiful place, and honestly just really warmed my heart. And then on our way back, this was the view. Again, I visited this place before and I've been there, but it's just every single time it's just so majestic, just seeing all this like distance and everything. And then the next day we ended up going to my other aunt's house, and that was my he's my cousin's son, so we were hanging out there. And then this was the day before I was leaving. This was my grandma and grandpa, and then at night I ended up going to a family friend's birthday, and we celebrated her birthday and my departure, and then I flew off and came back to America. So basically it was a really nice trip. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do that my cousin either made me do, or I kind of just didn't have a choice. And I'm really happy I did, because those things that kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone ended up being some of like the best days that I can remember. I mean, I don't get a chance to see them that often, and when you can make memories like that, it's like great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my trip. I really did. It's something that I really needed. On my trip I got a lot of cool stuff, but my godmother actually got me a brand new cross, and I just went to church today. Actually yesterday I got it. I asked the priest in my church to say some prayers over it and everything so I could wear it. and I'm really happy. I just combined happy and excited into one word. Happy-excited. I'm happy and excited because, I don't know, I really was like in love with my past cross, and now that I have a new one, I think it's just like a new beginning for me. I've been dealing with a couple of kind of things in my head, just like trying to figure things out for the past couple months, and it's just been a struggle just in general. I think we all have our ups and downs, but I've been dealing with some stuff and it's just been really hard. And when I was leaving for this trip, I was praying a lot that, like, I don't know, this trip would kind of like help wake me up or kind of pull me out of what I was dealing with. And the moment when I got there, my aunt gave me this cross, and I never wanted to change the cross because I think you're supposed to, like in Russian Orthodox, like the godparents are supposed to buy the cross. So when my godmother gave me a cross, I was like, wow, like she didn't know that I wanted a new cross, but that's what she ended up getting me, and it just fit perfectly. I went to a couple of churches with her, and I don't know, it was just really nice. Just some of the experiences that you guys didn't even see on camera. Like, I talked to a few homeless people. I ended up buying this one thing from this one lady, one grandma, who is just, I can't believe that I picked out what I did pick out. Pretty much what happened was she was selling these like knit things on the street, and I saw that no one was buying anything from her, and I realized that she probably wasn't making so much money and she was struggling. And so the conversion rate is really big right now. So for me, what she was offering to buy was 250 grivni, which to me was like $10. So it wasn't a big deal to me to buy it from her. But when I walked by, the moment I started looking at her stuff, she just lit up, and seeing her light up was amazing. And so I ended up picking out this one thing. I was like, how much is this one? And she told me, wow, you picked out the perfect one. This one I made when I was 35. And I looked at her. She is like well beyond like 60, maybe in her 70s, and she had this one thing that she knit and crocheted. It was like these flowers that she like embroidered into this beautiful cloth, and she said, I made this when I was 35. I can't believe you picked that. And she ended up selling it to me, and I bought it, and she was just so happy. She was like crying and telling me all these beautiful things. She was like, it's beautiful just like you. And it was just, you know, it was really touching and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, just that this trip was filled with so much of that, and it was much needed. Just a lot of kind of me figuring out who I am and remembering my roots and understanding all that. And I'm very happy I went. I'm very happy that everything happened the way it did. And then on the trip back, I ended up sitting on the airplane in my seat, and this one lady asked me to switch seats, and she gave me 3 different seats. She's like, I have 3 kids with me, pick whichever seat you want. And I was like, okay, I'll just take this one. And I sat at that seat, and guess who I sat next to? A subscriber. Like, what are the chances that that would happen? Like, it's mind-boggling how things work out and how God puts people in your way. It's just amazing. And so it was really great sitting next to her. We got to chit chat, and I do hope I see her again. We exchanged phone numbers. So yeah, it's just like this whole trip was filled with things of me being like, no way, like, how did this work out? How did this happen? But God constantly proves how he works in weird ways. But I don't know, it was just a really great trip, and it's something that I'm very happy happened, and now I'm ready to take on my own life. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm back, so now you guys are gonna see normal beauty videos on my channel 3 times a week, at least for the rest of August, and then twice a week in September. And I'm gonna try to do daily vlogs, but I'm not gonna promise that, because it is very difficult, especially with school and everything. but I will do my best to do them as often as possible because I do want to share my life with you guys, and I know you guys love it, but I know I really suck at it. So I'll do my best, but we'll see. So I can't wait. I'm super excited. This is like a new beginning for me, and I'm very happy. So yeah. See you guys in the next video. Bye.